And you're back on the Mountain Morning Show. Very pleased, of course, to introduce you to our next guest. You guys look very comfy on the couch.
We're pretty tight.
You guys are from the Sundance Film and the World Dramatic Competition, all the way from New Zealand, Shopping. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Jill.
And you guys have been to Park City before. You two, both the directors of the film Shopping. You actually won the jury prize for international short filmmaking back in 2010 for the $6.50 Man. What's it like to be back?
It's awesome. It's really good.
It is good?
Yeah. We sort of, I guess to some degree, feel like locals, and we know a lot of the Sundance team. We had a great time here last time, especially walking away with an award. You know,
wow.
So it's humbling, but we're just happy.
That's amazing. Well, we're thrilled to have you back in town, and we have Kevin Paulo here in the middle. These guys are keeping tabs on you to make sure you don't do anything crazy, right?
Pretty much.
Pretty much. And you actually play one of the lead roles in this film. You are Willie. But first, before we get into your character, tell me, what is Shopping all about? What gave you guys the idea to put this type of film together?
Well, Louis and I, we both grew up in the same town together. We've known each other since we were 8 years old. And I suppose the history of our filmmaking is that our stories have come from moments in our past, and then we've embellished them, changed them. But that's the root of our stories, and I suppose that's what gives us the heart. So Shopping is...
the premise of Shopping is when I was a teenager, and I had quite an overbearing father, after some months of trial and tribulation as a teenager, I ended up taking off from home and getting coerced into a shoplifting gang, which was run by a 50-year-old career criminal, and learned how to shoplift for a while. And so that's the premise for the film. I guess you could say it has a rosy and a positive outlook, otherwise I wouldn't be sitting here now.
I know. I assume you were able to teach Kevin here a couple of tips and tricks as he took on his character, right?
Yeah, actually part of the workshop.
Nothing that you'll actually do, right, Kevin?
What's that?
Nothing that you'll actually do, right?
No,
of course.
Yeah,
okay, took you a minute to answer. I was concerned. So in terms of the film, there's a lot of interesting themes you guys delve into. One being brotherly love, those familial ties. You contrast that with this dark, sometimes scary world. Tell me about that.
Well, I think one of the key themes in the film, you're talking about family, which is really interesting, is the key thing is that the lead character that Kevin plays, he's looking for a father figure, but he really needs to find himself. And Louis and I are both fathers. And I suppose that it's really interesting because the story comes from Louis' past, or in the past that we knew, and but now as fathers we're starting to see our own teens. I've got a 12-year-old daughter who's just about to turn into a teen, and Louis got a teenage son. So
yeah, it's fun.
Oh, wow. Well, before we... Oh, go on.
Yeah. But in the sense of family, we have very strong mothers in our lives and matriarchs within our family. And I think that we carry that through with our work. Family is really important to us. So you'll find that theme pretty much in everything we do.
Well, that's wonderful. Quick question for Kevin before we hop on over to our clip. What was it like taking on this role? They actually picked you up off, they just found you and put you in this role. How did that work?
Yeah, I was in a food court back where I live, and I was eating butter chicken at the time. Around the same time these guys were also eating butter chicken on the night.
Did they just walk up to you and say, hey, we want you in our movie? How'd it work?
Yeah, well, at first I was trying to kind of ignore Louis because it was kind of like, I don't know, I thought he was talking to someone past me, so I was kind of just, and then he actually tapped me on the shoulder, so, I gave him the time of day, I suppose. Because there's just two random guys coming up and talking to me, I was like, oh.
So tell me, what did you bring to this character?
Well, I have a few experiences that aren't as deep as the character in the film, but I have like a little bit of an understanding of how Willie thinks and feels about about the things in the movie that he goes through.
I think too, he's just we can probably answer better that because we're on the outside watching him and selected you. Is that he's confident. Kevin's really confident, and he wears everything on the outside, and you know what you're getting with Kevin. And I think it was really important for us that we had someone really confident in the role that was comfortable in their skin.
Well, I also remember back to when we were casting in the room. We saw Kevin for the first time. Actually, we played games with when we're casting, and we play this game called Grandma's Keys, which is really simple, where the cast members all creep up and they have to grab the set of keys at the front of the room from Grandma, I think Louis was grandma at that stage.
Thanks, yeah. And you stand there and you have to turn around and try to catch them walking. And everyone has to freeze, so you have to turn back, and just when you're not looking, they try to make them move. But it does show an intelligence. Lots of people just sprint and run aimlessly, and you always catch them out. But Kevin was very shifty.
The most psychologically. He was making sounds and trying to dob other people in.
Yeah, they loved them straight away.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Well, this is so fantastic. And I believe, do we have time for our clip? We're going to show a couple of seconds of that, so to give our viewers a taste of what they can expect. Cool. Shopping. Cool. And there you have it, shopping. You check it out here at Sundance. Thank you so much once again, gentlemen, for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
We'll be right back after this quick break. We're talking with Moy Navarro and also Newlyweds. Don't go away.